Chosen one, stop. Whatever you are doing right now, whatever tab you have open, whatever conversation is running in the back of your mind, I need you to stop and give me the next few minutes of your full attention. Because I am not exaggerating when I tell you that what I'm about to share with you cannot be opened in the background of your day. This has to be received the way a sealed letter is received, slowly, carefully, with both hands. Because tonight, heaven has done something it does not do often, and it did it specifically with you in mind. Heaven has officially set a date. I want you to let that sentence sit in your chest for a moment before I say anything else. A date, a real date, not a metaphor, not a poetic flourish, not a vague someday. A date written in the divine record, stamped, sealed, witnessed and filed in the courts of heaven, for the meeting between you and the person God created for you before either of you were ever born. The hour is known, the location is known, the encounter has been scheduled, and the only one walking around still wondering if it will ever happen, beloved, is you. And I think on some level you already knew. I think that is why the last 7 to 14 days have felt so strange in your spirit. Tell me if any of this sounds like you. There has been an ache in your chest at night that you cannot explain to anyone. Because how do you explain an ache that has no event attached to it? You have been waking up at 3 in the morning, sometimes 4, eyes wide open in the dark, with no nightmare to blame it on, no noise to point at, just this sudden alertness like your spirit is being summoned to a conversation your mind cannot hear. You have been crying at things that do not deserve tears. A song on the radio, a scene in a show you have watched 100 times, a line a stranger said in passing. Tears that come from somewhere underneath you, somewhere older than you, somewhere you did not know, was still tender. And in between the tears, beloved, there has been a quiet sentence whispering itself across your mind, the sentence that has been hardest to say out loud. God, did you forget about me? Did you forget me, Lord? Did you write everyone else's story and leave me on the back page? You have scrolled past someone else's wedding photos, someone else's engagement announcement, someone else's anniversary tribute, and you smiled with your thumb and broke a little with your heart, and no one in your life saw the break because you have become so good at carrying it without flinching. Type 444 in the comments if heaven has been listening to that exact prayer from you lately. I know about the nights you cried into the pillow so no one would hear you. I know about the prayers that felt like they hit the ceiling and bounced back. I know about the moment last week, or maybe the week before, when your finger hovered over the dating app and you almost deleted it for good and told yourself, this is it, I am done, I am not doing this anymore. I know about the friend's wedding that almost broke you in the parking lot before you walked in. I know about the ex who came back, perfectly timed, perfectly wrong, just to test whether you had learned the lesson yet. I know about the loneliness that stopped feeling like a season and started feeling like an identity. The loneliness you have begun to introduce yourself as. The loneliness you have started to plan your life around. Beloved, hear me. I have to tell you something that is going to reframe the last 2 weeks of your life. The reason this loneliness has been so loud lately is not because heaven has gone silent. It is because you are standing on the very last edge of your waiting season. The silence has been loud because the announcement is about to drop. The ache has been deeper because the breakthrough is closer. Heaven does not whisper this softly to a soul unless something enormous is about to be released over their life. The pressure you have been feeling is not the pressure of being forgotten. It is the pressure of being on the launch pad. Type yes if you can feel that confirmation landing in your spirit right now. And listen, this channel, this little corner of the internet where you somehow ended up tonight, is where heaven's confirmations have been landing daily for chosen ones in your exact season. You did not stumble here. The algorithm did not get lucky. A friend did not casually share this with you by chance. You were routed here. Your spirit was assigned this seat for this hour. And because the messages are now being released in sequence, because the next video may contain the exact sign, you have been begging God to show you, I need you to do something simple. Subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. Do not let tomorrow's confirmation pass you by because you forgot to come back. Subscribe right now while your spirit is still soft, while the word is still fresh, so the next message can find you the moment heaven releases it. Now lean in, beloved, because what I am about to tell you was not meant for everyone. It was meant for you. Beloved, what I am about to tell you is going to undo years of the story you have been telling yourself. So take a breath, quiet the noise, and let your spirit receive this slowly. You are not someone who is waiting for love by accident. You are not in this season because of bad luck, bad timing, bad choices, or because love simply skipped over your generation. I need that sentence to sink down past your mind, past your defenses, past every story your fear has been writing about why this has taken so long. You are a covenant soul. Do you hear me? You are a covenant soul, a person whose union was written before you took your first breath, before your mother knew your name, before the world had any idea you were coming. The Father of Heaven sat down before time existed, opened the book of your life, and inscribed two names on one page, yours and theirs, and he sealed it. Heaven does not arrange random meetings for ordinary lives. Heaven arranges divine appointments for assignments, and your future marriage, beloved, is an assignment. It is not just a romance. It is not just a wedding. It is not just a beautiful chapter in your story. It is a holy commission. Two souls bound together because the kingdom needs what the two of you will produce when you finally stand side by side. That is why this has been so heavy. That is why this has cost you so much. Light unions are arranged casually. Covenant unions are arranged in the throne room. And now I have to tell you something that is going to heal a wound you did not even know was still bleeding. Are you ready? Listen carefully. The reason your love life has been so unusually hard, the reason the breakups made no sense, the reason people suddenly disappeared on you, the reason connections almost worked but never crossed the finish line, the reason good people kept walking away at the very last moment for reasons they themselves could not explain, was not because something is wrong with you. It was protection, not rejection. Heaven was clearing the runway, beloved. Every single no that landed in your life was the hand of God blocking a counterfeit so the original could arrive intact. Let me say it again because I need this to set you free tonight. Every single no was God blocking a counterfeit so the original could arrive intact. The one who suddenly went cold, the one who chose someone else, the one who said they needed time and never came back, the one who hurt you so deeply you swore you would never trust again, the one who almost made it work but somehow could not commit. Every single one of them was redirected away from your life by an angel you never saw because heaven refused to let any of them sit in the seat that was reserved for the only one who is qualified to sit there. Type yes in the comments if you need to release that grief tonight. Type yes if you need to forgive heaven for the heartbreaks you thought were punishment but were actually preservation. You were never being rejected, beloved. You were being kept. And here is why ordinary love could never settle in you. Why even the people who tried hard could not fully reach you. Why something in your spirit always whispered, this is not it, even when your mind tried to argue otherwise. You carry a spiritual signature, a frequency, a specific vibration that heaven placed inside of you for one purpose. So that one soul on this entire earth, the one calibrated to recognize you, would feel you the moment your spirits cross the same room. Ordinary souls cannot pick up your frequency. They can hear pieces of you, they can admire parts of you, but they cannot fully tune in. You were never meant to be matched with ordinary. You were tuned to a covenant partner whose spirit is calibrated to yours and only yours. And right now, while you have been waiting, that partner has been getting tuned. While you have been being polished, they have been being shaped. While you have been being humbled, they have been being healed. The work that God has been doing in you through this waiting season, the patience, the depth, the prayer life, the surrender, the inner strength, the gentleness that survived all the wounds is being mirrored in them in their own way, in their own corner of the earth. You are being prepared as parallel souls. You are being made into matching instruments, so that when you finally meet, the music starts immediately and neither one of you has to fake the song. I want you to see something with me. Close your eyes for just a second, if you can. There is a room in heaven. It is quiet. It is holy. And on a marble table at the centre of that room sits a sealed letter. The wax is deep gold. 2 names are written on the front in handwriting older than language, yours and theirs. Angels are standing on either side of that letter, hands on their swords, eyes never leaving it, because nothing is allowed near that letter except what God himself approves. And on the corner of that letter, beloved, there is a date, stamped in gold ink, witnessed in the courts of heaven. Already known, already set, already moving toward you with every tick of the clock. And in another room of heaven there is a long banquet table, 2 place settings, 2 chairs, 2 candles already lit and refusing to go out, no matter how long the waiting has been. That table has been set for you since before you were born. The candles have never been blown out, not by your last breakup, not by your loneliest night, not by the year you nearly gave up. The flames are still steady, the seats are still saved, the meal is being prepared, the meeting is being arranged, and now hear me on this, because the lie has lived in you for too long. The sensitivity you have always been told was a weakness is the exact thing your future spouse is going to fall in love with first. The depth that scared the wrong ones is the exact depth your person has been praying for, sometimes without even knowing the words to ask. The intensity people call too much is the intensity they have been quietly starving for. The way you feel things all the way through, the way you love hard, the way you remember the small details, the way you cannot do fake, the way you cannot let people you love stay in pain without trying to carry some of it. All of that is not a flaw. All of that is the resume heaven has been holding up in the throne room saying, look at this one. Look at the heart on this one. This is who you have been asking me for. You were never too much, beloved. You were custom made. And the one who is being walked toward you right now is the only person on this earth qualified to receive the fullness of who you are without flinching, without shrinking you, without making you apologize for the size of your soul. Before we go any further, I need to put something in your hands for this exact season. For the chosen ones who feel the shift happening and want to go deeper into the spiritual preparation heaven requires before a divine union, there is an ebook linked in the description below this video. It was written specifically for the season you are standing in right now. It walks you through the inner work, the prayers, the heart postures, the identity revelations, the practical preparation heaven requires before the meeting drops. The timing of when you read it matters, beloved. Do not put this off. Tap the link, download it today, and let it walk with you through these final weeks. Some words need to be in your spirit before the door opens, and that guide carries those words. Now come back close to me. Take one more breath, because before you can meet them, you need to understand what is happening to you right now in the spirit realm. The activity around you in this exact season is more intense than you can imagine, and once I show you what is moving behind the veil, you will never look at the last 60 days of your life the same way again. Now, beloved, let me pull back the veil. Let me show you what your physical eyes have not been able to see, but what your spirit has been sensing all along. Because if I told you the level of activity happening in the spirit realm around your life in this exact season, you would never doubt God again. You would never look at your loneliness as evidence that nothing is moving. You would understand that the silence in your circumstances has been a screen, and behind that screen, heaven has been working in ways that would take your breath away if you could see it for even a single second. Archangel Michael is showing me something right now, and I am going to describe it to you the way it is being shown to me. There is a board, beloved, like a great chessboard that spans continents, and on that board heaven is currently moving people into position, not roughly, not randomly, surgically, with precision that no human strategist could match. Co-workers are being transferred to cities they did not expect. Friends are being given the sudden urge to invite you somewhere you almost would not have gone. You are being prompted to take a route you never take, to walk into a building you have walked past 100 times, to say yes to an invitation your flesh wanted to decline. Every small pull you have been feeling lately, every small nudge, every small thought of maybe I should, is the hand of an angel gently turning the wheel of your life toward an intersection that has already been marked on the map of heaven. Layer 1. The alignment. Right now, while we are speaking, angels are removing obstacles from around you that you did not even know were there. People who would have distracted you in this final stretch are being quietly removed from your inner circle. Some of them through misunderstandings you did not start. Some of them through distance that crept in for no reason you could explain. Some of them through their own life, pulling them in a direction away from yours. You thought it was loss, beloved. It was clearance. Heaven was simply clearing the field. And while you have been sleeping, while your body has been resting and your conscious mind has been quiet, soul ties have been getting severed in the spirit realm. The cord that still connected you to the one who broke you, the thread that was still attached to the one you never fully got closure with, the energetic rope that the wrong people left, wrapped around your spirit. One by one, those ties are being cut by decree. You may have noticed it. Some of you have been having vivid dreams of saying goodbye to people from your past. Some of you have been waking up feeling lighter without knowing why. That is not random. That is heaven doing surgery on you while the world was asleep. Type yes in the comments if your dreams have been heavier than usual lately. Type yes if you have been waking up feeling like something was just lifted off you. And contracts and curses. Every word that was ever spoken over your love life from a place of jealousy, from a place of generational pain, from a place of bitterness by someone who could not get free themselves, every single one of those word curses is being shattered right now by the authority of the throne. Statements like, "You will never find someone," "You are too difficult to love," "No one is going to put up with you," "You are going to end up alone like me," that is the kind of darkness that gets spoken over chosen ones. And heaven is decreeing tonight that those words have no more power over your timeline. Broken, reversed, silenced, made null and void in the name of Jesus. Layer 2. The redirection. Beloved, let me explain something about the last 60 to 90 days of your life. The job that mysteriously fell through, the move that kept getting delayed, the plan that collapsed for reasons that did not even make sense, the opportunity you were so sure was yours that suddenly went to someone else, the relationship that almost happened and then evaporated overnight. You have been grieving these as setbacks. You have been wondering what you did wrong. You have been blaming yourself, blaming your timing, blaming your prayers. Listen to me. Those were not setbacks. Those were divine GPS recalculations. Every closed door in the last 3 months was heaven rerouting you onto the exact road where the meeting will occur. If that job had not fallen through, you would not be available on the day. If that move had not been delayed, you would not be in the city. If that plan had not collapsed, you would not have made room in your schedule for the moment when your life is going to change. God has been cancelling everything that was going to put you in the wrong place at the right time. He has been delaying everything that was going to make you miss the door. The frustration you have felt about your life not moving the way you wanted is the friction of being pulled in a different direction by a hand that knows where the meeting is taking place and refuses to let you miss it. Layer 3. And now let me turn the camera, because there is another soul in this story, and I do not want you to forget them for a second. Your future spouse, right now, in their own corner of the world, is feeling something they cannot name. There is a restlessness in them that has been growing for weeks. They wake up in the morning thinking about someone they have not met. They cannot picture the face fully, but they can feel a presence. They feel like they are forgetting something or someone, but they cannot put their finger on what. They have started getting strangely urgent about getting their life in order. Cleaning things up, closing chapters, ending things that should have ended a long time ago. They have caught themselves saying out loud to no one, "I feel like something big is coming. I feel like my life is about to change." They do not know why they are saying it. Their spirit knows. Their spirit has been told. God is doing parallel work in them. He is softening the places that have been hard. He is healing the wounds that would have made them unable to receive you. He is increasing their capacity to love well. He is teaching them the lessons they needed before they could be trusted with your heart. He is removing the same kinds of obstacles from their life that he has been removing from yours. The two of you are being prepared in symmetry, beloved. While you have been kneeling in your prayer corner, they have been being broken open in theirs. While you have been crying out, they have been crying out. While you have been being made ready, they have been being made ready. The work is matching. The work is mirroring. The work is converging. Layer 4. And inside you, beloved, inside you. There is so much happening inside you right now that you have probably not stopped to notice. The random emotional purges that have hit you out of nowhere. The crying spells with no event attached. The old memories that have been resurfacing for what seems like no reason at all. The sudden, almost obsessive need to clean out your phone, delete old contacts, throw away clothes that no longer represent you, unfollow people who drain your energy, simplify your space, reorganize your home. That is not your personality changing. That is heaven decluttering you for arrival. Heaven does not bring a covenant partner into a cluttered vessel. Heaven prepares the temple before the meeting. And right now, your temple is being prepared. You have been deleting messages and not knowing why. You have been outgrowing rooms and conversations and friendships that used to fit you. You have been losing interest in things that used to consume you. Some of you have suddenly become more spiritual, more drawn to prayer, more sensitive to what you consume, more aware of what you tolerate. That is not random self-improvement. That is the elevation that always happens right before a meeting of two covenant souls. Heaven is raising your altitude so you can recognize each other when the moment comes. And so, beloved, I want you to put all of these layers together and see what I see. The heaviness in your chest, the impatience that comes in waves, the sudden bursts of hope that surprise you, the flickering peace that comes and goes, the strange knowing that something is approaching, the dreams that will not stop, the tears that have no name, the exhaustion of waiting mixed with the electricity of expectation. All of it, beloved, is the spiritual atmosphere of a divine meeting being assembled in real time. You are not falling apart. You are not losing your mind. You are not being dramatic. You are standing inside the storm of preparation that always surrounds a covenant union that is about to land. But chosen one, before this meeting happens, there is something you must know, something I cannot let you walk out of this video without hearing, because the enemy knows the date too, and in the next few weeks he is going to make a final attempt to throw you off your seat. Do not skip what I am about to tell you next. It might be the most important warning heaven gives you all year. Chosen one, I need you to sit up straight. I need you to put down whatever is in your hands. I need your full attention for the next few minutes, because what I am about to tell you could be the difference between meeting your covenant partner on schedule or watching the date get pushed back because you walked into a trap you did not see coming. Do not skip this part. Do not let your mind tell you, I will be fine. The chosen ones who think they will be fine are the ones who get blindsided. Stay with me. The enemy knows the date too. Let that land. The same date that has been written in the divine record in gold ink, the same date that the angels have been working around the clock to prepare you for, has been seen by the kingdom of darkness. And because this meeting is not just a romance, because this union is an assignment that will produce kingdom impact, the enemy has launched a final hour campaign with one goal in mind: to delay it, to distort it, to destroy it before it can begin. He cannot stop what heaven has sealed. He knows that, but he is hoping he can confuse you into stepping off the path long enough to push the timeline back. And beloved, I am here tonight to make sure that does not happen to you. Listen to me carefully. In the next few weeks, possibly the next few days, an ex is going to text you, or an ex is going to like a post, or an ex is going to show up in a way that feels random but is anything but random. Their name is going to appear on your screen, and your stomach is going to drop, and 1,000 memories are going to come rushing back at the same moment. The message might even sound sincere. It might say, I have been thinking about you. It might say, I had a dream about you. It might say, I am in a different place now. Hear me, chosen one. That is not your covenant. That is a counterfeit assignment sent to pull you back into old grief, to reopen a wound that was almost fully healed, to drag your heart backward in the exact season heaven has been pulling it forward. Do not respond from emotion. Do not respond from curiosity. Do not respond at all if your spirit is whispering no. Type yes in the comments if you needed to hear that warning tonight. There is also going to be a familiar face that suddenly starts offering false comfort. Someone who has been on the edges of your life, someone who has always been kind of there but never the one. Suddenly they are going to start showing up more, texting more, checking in more, saying just the right things at just the right times when you are feeling the most alone. And because the loneliness has been so loud, beloved, your heart is going to want to lean in. Your heart is going to want to call it an answer. Do not pause, breathe. Test the spirit. Ask yourself if this person has the depth, the calling, the spiritual weight to walk you into the next 20 years. If the answer is no, then they are not your covenant. They are comfort food in a season that requires fasting. The third tactic is internal, and it is the most dangerous one of all. In the next 21 days, a sudden wave of self-doubt is going to try to crash over you. A voice is going to whisper, maybe I am not meant for love. Maybe this is just my life. Maybe I have been making all of this up in my head. Maybe all of these messages are just words I want to be true. Beloved, that voice is not your voice. That voice is the enemy trying to talk you out of your seat at the table right before the meal is served. Recognize it, name it, cast it out. Do not entertain it for 1 second. Right before the breakthrough, the lie always gets louder. The fear always speaks more confidently. Do not be afraid of the volume. The volume is the proof that you are close. The fourth tactic is a spirit of bitterness trying to harden your heart at the exact moment you need it most open. You are going to feel a pull to wall up, to declare, I am done, to say, I am not opening up for anyone ever again. Resist it. Resist it. Resist it. A hard heart cannot recognize a soft love. The covenant frequency travels through a soft heart. You have to remain soft, beloved, even when softness has cost you so much, especially now, especially in this window. And the fifth tactic is the subtle one. Distraction through busyness, numbing through scrolling, sabotage through impatience. The enemy will try to keep you so busy you cannot hear heaven. So entertained you cannot feel your own spirit. So impatient you make a decision today that pushes your meeting back by months. Slow down. Get quiet, stay grounded, stay prayerful, stay watchful. Now hear me clearly, beloved. Do not make any major emotional decisions in the next 21 days from a place of frustration. Do not text the ex. Do not lower your standards. Do not enter situationships out of loneliness. Do not declare anything over your love life out of anger. Do not quit on the promise the week before it arrives. The counterfeit always shows up right before the original. Always. That is not a coincidence. That is a strategy. And now that you know the strategy, you cannot be ambushed by it. And here is what I need you to hold on to when the warnings start to feel heavy. You are not standing in this alone. Archangel Michael has been personally assigned to guard this union. His sword is drawn over your love life as I speak these words. He has been standing watch over the date since the moment it was sealed in the courts of heaven. He has confirmed by the authority of the throne that this meeting cannot be delayed, cannot be blocked, cannot be intercepted, cannot be stolen, cannot be rescheduled by any force on earth or under it. What God has set, no person, no ex, no demon, no enemy, no delay, no soul tie, no spoken curse, no jealous prayer, no unhealed wound can undo. Do you hear me? It is sealed. It is sealed. It is sealed. Every weapon formed against your meeting will fall to the ground before it reaches you. Every plot against your covenant will be exposed and dismantled. Every trap set for your heart will be revealed by the Spirit before you step into it. You have an angel of the highest rank standing over your love story with his sword unsheathed, and he is not going anywhere until you are sitting across from the one God promised you. Pause for one moment with me, beloved. If this message is hitting your spirit right now, if your skin is breaking out in chills, if you can feel something inside you confirming this word, that is not coincidence. That is confirmation. Subscribe to this channel right now. Join the chosen ones who are receiving these messages in sequence, because heaven is releasing these words in order, and the next one will land at the exact moment you need it. Do not miss it. And while you are here, comment the words, "I receive it," as your point of contact with heaven tonight. Those 3 words are not just letters on a screen. They are an agreement. They are a yes. They are a seal. Type "I receive it" right now, and let heaven mark you as one who agreed with the word that was spoken over your life today. And listen, beloved, I have to remind you about the guide I mentioned earlier. The ebook in the description was written for exactly this window. It contains the specific spiritual practices to guard your heart in these final weeks. The prayers to break counterfeit assignments off your life. The decrees to silence word curses spoken over your love line. The inner work that prepares you to recognize the right one the moment they walk into the room. Think of it as armor for this exact season. You would not walk into a battle unarmed, and you should not walk into the final weeks before your meeting without the preparation heaven prepared for you. Tap the link, download it, walk through it slowly. Let it equip you for what is about to land. Now lean in close to me one more time, because everything we have spoken so far has been preparation. The warning, the protection, the clearing, the strategy, necessary, but not the destination. Now let me tell you what your life is about to look like on the other side of this meeting. Let me tell you about the love that is walking towards you. Let me tell you about the assignment that is about to begin. Stay with me. The best part of this message is still ahead. Now, beloved, breathe with me. Soften your shoulders. Let your guard down for the next few minutes, because what I am about to describe is the love that has been written into your story since before you were born. And you deserve to feel it land in your spirit tonight. The love that is coming for you is not lukewarm. Let me say that again. The love that is coming for you is not lukewarm. It is not confusing. It is not half-hearted. It is not the kind of love that leaves you guessing where you stand. It is not the kind of love that you have to translate, decode, or beg for. It is not the kind of love that flickers in and out depending on their mood. It is not the kind of love that disappears when life gets hard and reappears when they get bored. The love that is walking toward you, beloved, is the kind of love your soul has been describing in your private journals for years. It is protective. Do you hear me? Protective. You are going to feel safe for the first time in your adult life. Safe in their presence, safe in their words, safe in their silence, safe in the way they look at you when no one else is watching, safe in the way they answer the phone when you call, safe in the way they stand a little closer to you when something feels off in a room. You have spent so many years bracing, so many years scanning for the next disappointment, so many years sleeping with one eye open in your own life. That ends, beloved, that ends. Your nervous system is about to learn what it feels like to fully exhale beside another human being. It is loyal, no games, no breadcrumbs, no ambiguity, no mixed signals, no leaving you on read for 3 days, no keeping their options open in case something better comes along, no making you feel like a possibility instead of a priority. The one who is coming for you has been so refined by their own waiting that the idea of playing with your heart will be unthinkable to them. They will not have the bandwidth for confusion. They will know what they have the moment they have you, and they will treat you accordingly. Every single day. It is passionate. You will be chosen with intention every single morning. Not by default, not by habit, not because they got used to you, by choice. Out loud, with words, with actions, with the way they reach for your hand without thinking, with the way they cannot stop looking at you across the room. The fire will not die down after the honeymoon. The fire will deepen, because it is not built on novelty. It is built on covenant, and covenant fires only grow, and it is God-honoring. This is not a love that pulls you away from your purpose. This is a love that pushes you further into it. They will pray with you. They will pray for you when you are out of the room. They will speak life over your dreams. They will hold the vision when you are too tired to hold it yourself. They will see what God sees in you and refuse to let you forget it. You will come closer to your calling because they are in your life, not further from it. That is how you will know it is the real one. Type yes in the comments if you can feel that love being prepared for you. Let me show you some scenes, beloved. Close your eyes if you can. I want you to see what is coming. I see you being prayed for out loud, by your name, in your kitchen, hands held across the dinner table, eyes closed, a voice you have come to love saying, God, thank you for them, protect them, keep their heart soft, bless their day. And you will not know how to hold the tears the first time it happens, because no one has ever prayed for you like that, by name, in front of you, without performing. I see you being chosen in public, not hidden, not kept a secret, not a situationship that lives in the shadows, chosen, introduced, celebrated, walked in proudly, posted without hesitation, spoken about with reverence when you are not even in the room. I see them defending you to family members who never met you yet. I see them setting boundaries on your behalf with people who would not understand you. I see them saying your name like it is a holy word. I see you waking up in the morning next to someone who already thanked God for you before you opened your eyes. Imagine that, beloved. Imagine waking up in a body that is not bracing, in a room that smells like peace, beside someone who looked at you sleeping and whispered, "Thank you, Lord, thank you," before you even had time to brush your hair. That is the kind of life you are walking into. That is the kind of love that is being assembled for you in the spirit realm tonight. But, beloved, this union is not just for your happiness. I have to tell you the deeper layer. This covenant is for assignment. Together, the two of you are going to build something that touches generations, a home that becomes a refuge for people, for a family, if God wills it, that breaks every generational pattern of brokenness on both sides, a ministry in whatever form God designs it, a legacy, a presence in your community that quietly heals people just by existing. You are two halves of a kingdom assignment, and the assignment requires both halves whole and ready. That is why the waiting has been so long, not because the calling was small, because the calling was large. The depth of your testing has been proportional to the weight of your future. Long preparations are for heavy assignments. Heaven was not punishing you. Heaven was preparing you to carry something that most people would crumble under. So in these final weeks, beloved, I am going to give you 4 spiritual instructions. Write them down. Save them. Come back to them. First, release every drop of bitterness toward the people who hurt you. Bitterness blocks the covenant frequency. The angels cannot move you into alignment with your spouse while you are still energetically tethered to old grudges. Let it go. Not because they deserve it, because your future does. Second, forgive completely. Forgive the ex. Forgive the family member. Forgive the friend who betrayed you. Forgive the parent who was not what you needed. Forgive the version of yourself that settled, that stayed too long, that begged for love from people who were never going to give it. That last one might be the hardest. Forgive yourself, beloved. You were doing the best you could with the information you had. The you of today is wiser. Set the old you free. Third, walk in expectancy. Dress like the meeting could happen today. Speak like the union is already arranged. Prepare your home. Make the bed both sides. Buy the second mug. Leave room in the closet. Speak about your future spouse in present tense in your private prayers. Heaven responds to expectancy. Expectancy is a magnet. Doubt is a delay. Fourth, stop rehearsing the rejection story and start rehearsing the arrival story. You have told yourself the story of everyone who left for so long that your spirit knows it by heart. Stop. Start telling yourself the story of the one who stayed, the one who showed up, the one who recognized you, the one who never made you fight for a seat at their table. Rehearse that story until your soul believes it more than the old one. And now, beloved, I am going to declare something over your life, and I need you to receive every word. Put your hand on your chest if you can. Close your eyes. Let this in. I declare over you, chosen one, in the name of Jesus, that the waiting season is officially ending. I declare that the meeting is set. I declare that the date is written. I declare that the angels are deployed. I declare that the counterfeit is exposed. I declare that the covenant is sealed. I declare that your spouse is on the way, and nothing in heaven, on earth, or under the earth can stop what God has arranged for you. I declare that the lies you have believed about your love life are broken tonight. I declare that the heaviness you have carried is lifted tonight. I declare that the hope that almost died in you is restored tonight. I declare that every door heaven has opened cannot be closed by any hand. I declare that what God has set, no demon can delay, no person can cancel, no past can corrupt. I declare it. I declare it. I declare it. Receive it now, chosen one, in Jesus' name. Hold on just a little longer, beloved, just a little longer. Heaven is moving faster than you realize. What has felt like silence has been the final assembly. What has felt like nothing has been everything happening at once. You are closer than you think, so much closer. The days of waiting are numbered now, the hour is approaching. The introduction is being staged. Before you go, do these last few things with me. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, subscribe now. Turn on the bell. The next confirmation is coming and you cannot afford to miss it. Like this video as a seal of agreement with the word that was spoken over you tonight. Share it with another chosen one who needs this confirmation today, because someone in your life is sitting in the same waiting room you have been sitting in, and your share might be the answer to their midnight prayer. And in the comments, leave the date you are watching this video. The day, the month, the year. Mark it. Because one day soon, beloved, sooner than you think, you are going to come back to this exact video, and you are going to read the date you typed, and you are going to remember that this was the night heaven told you it was almost time. Sleep in peace tonight, chosen one. The meeting is arranged, the date is set, and heaven is already on the move. On.